Hello, welcome back. Today I have a guided meditation prepared. I will be looking down here at my script. I cannot guarantee that you won't hear my cat. If you do, I hope her crying at my door is not too distracting. She isn't allowed in my room, and I have tried to distract her with some food in the kitchen. Without further ado, let's begin. Welcome. Today, we will walk through a land that existed long ago, and to which there is now no returning. This is Cimmeria, the birthplace of the barbarian known as Conan. But today, we are not here for battles or legends. We are simply walking. Take a breath. Imagine cool air filling your lungs. You stand at the edge of a wide, shadowed plain. Above you, the sky is thick with low gray clouds that seem almost close enough to touch. In Cimmeria, the sun rarely shows its face. Mist drifts across the hills. The ground beneath your boots is soft with wet moss and dark loam. You begin walking. The path is narrow, barely more than a winding trail between tall grasses and low stone outcroppings. Hear your footsteps, the brush of grass, the distant cry of some large animal. Far north, frozen Vanaheim, Cimmeria beyond the border range to the east. In the west, Mount Golomira watches the bourne of the Pictish wilderness, and in the south, Aquilonia. Northwest of here, centuries in the future, a boy named Conan will grow to manhood. But tonight, the land belongs only to itself. You continue walking. To your left is a ring of standing stones. They lean slightly, rough and dark with lichen. No one alive remembers who raised them. Perhaps a forgotten tribe. Perhaps something older. Step closer. The stones are cold when you place your hand against them. Cold in a way that seems deeper than temperature. As if they remember 1,000 winters. A thin fog curls around the base of the circle. Wind sighs across the plain. Leave the stones behind and continue along the path. The trail begins to climb. The earth grows rocky beneath your feet. Small streams cross your path, their water dark and clear. You pause beside one of them. Listen. Water laughing over stone. Wind through distant grass. Nothing else. No voices, no roads, no villages. Cimmeria was always a quiet place, a hard place. The people who live here learn strength from the land itself. But the land is not cruel. It is simply indifferent. Rise and continue. The hill grows steeper. Soon you reach the crest. From here you can see the country stretching outward in every direction. rolling gray hills, dark forests pooled in the valleys, mist drifting across everything like breath over glass. Clouds crawl by. For a moment, a thin shaft of pale sunlight breaks through. It touches the hills. There's almost love there. Then the light fades like a memory. You descend. The air grows cooler. Soon the path leads into a forest. The trees here are old. Their trunks are twisted. Their branches interlace above you in a thick canopy. Moss covers everything, rocks, roots, fallen branches, even the trunks themselves. The forest smells of wet bark and earth, petrichor. A raven calls. What answers is no bird. You go deeper. The trees stand farther apart now, and ahead you see a small clearing. In the center of the clearing stands an ancient cairn, a mound of carefully stacked stones, a burial marker. Many such cairns lie scattered across Cimmeria. Silent testament to lives lived long ago. You approach. Show proper reverence. The stones are dark and weathered, river stones, smoothed and rounded by currents, some dark, some pale. Others have sunk slightly into the earth, but the mound still stands. Someone cared enough to build it well. The wind moves softly through the clearing. A strange thought passes your mind. How many centuries have passed since the person these stones remember was laid to rest? 10, 20, 100. Time feels different here, slower, more patient. You leave the cairn undisturbed, as you should, and continue walking. Soon the forest thins again. The land opens into a wide valley. A narrow river winds across it like a dark ribbon. Mist rises from the water. You walk down toward the riverbank. The grass here is tall and dewy. When you reach the river, you kneel beside it. Dip your hand into the water. Cold, clear, the kind of cold that wakes every nerve in your skin. You sit for a while beside the river, listening to the quiet movement of water. Breathe. Feel the age of this land. The Hyborian kingdoms will someday rise and fall. Cities will crumble. Armies will march. Kings will claim immortality and, as ever, vanish into dust. Giants, sorcerers, barbarians, all share the same honorable fate. But Cimmeria will remain. Hills, rain, mist, and stone. Crom above, indifferent to all, giving boon to none. You stand again. The sky is darker now. Evening approaches. The clouds deepen, charcoal gray, pink against the faint sunset. Far away, thunder murmurs. You begin walking once more along the riverbank. The path curves back toward the hill. Night sounds, birds, frogs, insects, foxes. What else might there be? You won't find out tonight. The first faint stars appear through thin breaks in the clouds. Soon the path climbs one last hill. When you reach the top, you stop. Behind you lies the valley. Before you, the endless misty hills of Cimmeria. The wind moves through the grass with a susurrus, a slow, low whisper. Take one last look across the quiet land, Cimmeria. Then you breathe in the cold evening air. Let your thoughts flow like the river through the valley. Carry the silence of Cimmeria with you, wherever you go next. With that, I will bring this guided meditation to a close. As always, thank you for listening. Peace and loving kindness, patience, even in stress. Peace will come not from the way the world is, but from the way you are. It isn't something you find. It is within you. Every moment, the quiet ones, the loud ones. Nothing separates you from the peace inside. It is found It is accessible no matter what. Walk in the peace that lives within you as you walked with me through cold Cimmeria tonight. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next video.